everyone, what is up, ADHD gang? Today I have a video for you. Sewing is gonna end up being next month because I have a big school project event that I'm working on. So we're gonna do a plant video. We're gonna take you through plant care, watering plants. I have to repot a few things, and I know that if I don't film it, it's probably not going to get done for another week, and this one plant is gonna die. So let's get into it. So I just went outside. I couldn't really film it because it was too dark, but we have this little guy. He's growing like a pretty long root. I tried to do one of these guys before, didn't turn out. We're gonna grab all of the plants around my room that need watered. I did end up splitting my snake plant. This one's gonna have to be split later because it is too, we'll wait till it grows a little bit. The sad thing, my photos got root rot. I knew that it was happening. I really figured, I could tell by all the symptoms that it was happening, and I put it off till last minute. So this one here, you can tell, like, it's hard to see. If we take it over maybe, yeah, to the light, that's roots there at the way bottom. This is another photos clipping that's doing really well. So that's gonna get repotted into a bigger plant. I did, my string of pearls died. I don't have the right environment for it. I'm hoping this one's gonna be okay. This is a string of pickles. I got the clipping off of just the table at the nursery because it had just like fallen off. I found it there and I was like, So I took it, set it in there. It needs watered. This does not have bottom drainage. Oh, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. So yeah, we're gonna repot the one, pot the other. I think that's it. So is anything else? This one's kind of dry too. I try to not water my snake plants as often. I find that they do a lot better when I forget about them, which is good because I forget about things. We're gonna grab the mister, and we're also going to shut my door. Grab my oil container with water. Where do we want to set you guys up? We will set you guys. It's so dark. So dark. Set you guys up here-ish. Don't mind, I'm in my pajamas. This is also I hate to say a last minute film, but this is a last minute idea. Just because the pants, I really want them to be perfect. Unlike the one green pair that I made. I showed them on TikTok. These ones. And then I just posted a day ago or so a matching vest that I made. Not sure when this is gonna go out. Probably Thursday-ish. It depends on when I get it edited and stuff. So let's move. I did not just, oh my gosh, I swear, I scare myself so badly because I have little scraps of fabric that look like a plant leaf or something, and I'm like, ah. I have so many plants right now. Right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're all mostly the same. They're all some type of photos or snake plants. I have a string of pickles. I do have a monstera up there. It only has 2 leaves now because I went to rub the leaf because I wipe off my leaves. I went to wipe off the leaf and it fell off. It fell off. I need to like be more careful. So let's bring the magic. Ooh, Mr. Snake Plant. So this is my hard to see. Sorry guys. Bowl of water. We're going to. I'm gonna set this bowl more off to the side-ish. And then I'm gonna repot things. So right now we'll do this snake plant. You want to try to find a bowl you like. It's okay. So I've touched on this before in other videos. You mainly want to bottom water all of your plants. Throughout the weeks and stuff like that, I may give it like a little bit of a spray, because I'll notice like sometimes the leaves get a bit dusty or something, or if I just know that like I only watered like these few plants. Like I'm watering most of my plants now, so I'm probably gonna give the other ones just a light spray, like a light mist spray, not even like a water at all, just to kind of get it going. So this lovely Photos has to be replanted. I have this, I got this for free. So at my nursery, they had a trash can, and it just had a bunch of these, because apparently like they took them out of like these to put them in like better pots or something. So I snagged a few of these. I don't mind the color at all. I actually kind of like it. Do I have... I don't know if I have silverware. Hold on. I have my pruners. Okay, we're just gonna have to use my pruners because I don't actually have like plastic silverware in here to like kind of dig at it. I got these at Christmas tree. I don't know. It was like barely $5. I take these like everywhere. If I'm going to the nursery, I will take these with me. Just in case if like I see a plant that like has dead leaves on it, I will do the gardener's work for them and like take care of the plants myself. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of stick it in here. We're gonna dig it up enough that I can just pull this out. Oh my god, yeah. Talk about like a root rot. This was almost kind of starting. I'm gonna dip it in water to get as much of the dirt so I am going to slightly this is all dirt, but I'm gonna slightly trim off this longer end just for root rot purposes. I don't see any other form of roots in here. If they are in there, they will just decompose. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut off the part that I see is kind of like the darkest, like the starting root, and I'll leave like the ending roots. We're just gonna take this. This is a mix of soil. It's a whatever the bag of potting soil was that I've had outside for like years, and then it is soil that was in one of those hanging plant baskets, but that like sit outside and grew mold on top. So it is like a decent mixture. I'm gonna try to center it, put it in here. But yeah, this started as a propagation. I'm going to tell you that. Oh, I always try to propagate whatever I can. if you know somebody who has plants, ask them if you could take a clipping off and propagate it. All you have to do is put it in water and you wait like a bunch of weeks. And every 2 weeks, you usually swap out the water, or I'll do it sometimes every week. It just depends. No more than once a week usually. And especially if you're propagating a phothos like this or anything, put other propagations in with it, because the phothos will automatically disperse like oxygen into the water, which will help other plants' roots. I'm dying. Sorry. I'm dying. Do I have water? Did I even bring it in? So now we have this already wet soil, which, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter how the soil is, and we're gonna take this. I don't know what this is called. Don't ask me. I propagated this once, and then I forgot to water, also because the soil that I had wasn't the greatest to start off with. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this one in here, and then once I notice the roots starting to get a little bit bigger, then we'll do that. Also, I have I just got new plant stuff in. This is exciting, right? Arbor biofungicide. This will control and prevent a broad range of foliar diseases. This one is bioinsecticide. So this prevents like insect and mites and stuff like this. My cousin had it in her basement, and she was like, "I thought of you." And I was like, "Thank you," because I do slightly have like a bug issue. So what I want to do is I need to get another spray bottle. I need to get like a Dollar Tree spray bottle, and like for that stuff, because it says like mix it with like a gallon, and like you're making it in bigger batches, because it's not just for houseplants, it's also for like vegetables, outdoor plants. But I just need like a little bit, and I don't want to put it in with like this stuff, because sometimes I just like will mist around everywhere, and I don't want it everywhere. And I also like don't want it just in with my fresh water, because a lot of the times I also have Miracle-Gro for house plants, and sometimes I'll put that in here. So I don't want to mix things. So now that we have this, he is in there pretty good. I'm gonna give him a light mist. The soil's already pretty wet. I'm also going to make sure that once these are done, I'm gonna I usually don't turn on my grow light midweek. But I'm gonna turn on my grow light just because this soil is pretty wet, and this is a like fresh cutting. Also because of my string of pickles, I really want that to grow pretty well, so I'm gonna start turning my light on more often than just every Saturday. At least for like an hour or so, maybe on a Wednesday or something. We'll see. So I'm still kind of waiting for this guy to really pick up enough water. Yeah, I'm kind of just waiting. I will also like cup the water a bit. I do like a little bit of water just on the surface, just so that I can kind of tell, okay, like, is it seeping in? Is it not? See, now I'm getting like a bit of drippage, so we're gonna call this good. I'm still gonna give this like a light mist, but that's about it. Let's do this one because I just repotted this one. Typically, you want a taller bowl. I typically go for a bigger bowl, but you want something, it doesn't have to be a bowl, a cup or something that's tall, because you want the water level to reach like the sides of it, so you can, it's hard to see. I don't know what you can see, but like how like the water level is, yeah, how the water level's like barely at the plant, I guess you could say. You want the water level more up the pot because then you know that like it's soaking into that degree. You will also know when your plant has had enough water if you leave it there for a while. For my plants, I don't let them soak in water that long. But for like a bigger plant, one that would take a lot more, like my Monstera, for instance, and then my bigger photos, I would let it sit in here for like an hour, half an hour, hour and a half, until you start to see like the water level kind of go down. So yeah, this is kind of just it. If you have any sort of questions, how I usually get my plants, where I get my plants from, I did kind of like explain that in a previous video, but I can answer your questions in the comments. If you comment down below with like any sort of questions, if you want to know like, okay, like what plants should I get as a beginner? Like I'm not good at keeping plants alive because I wasn't either. When I like started, I was getting like the cheapest plants I could, and I was wondering why I couldn't keep them alive, and I didn't have the right environment, and it all, there's factors. But I will answer your questions down below. So now I'm just gonna carefully and slowly water this boy. I say carefully and slowly because a lot of my dirt that I have personally is a bit hydrophobic, which isn't like the greatest thing. But we'll see. I just know that sometimes water will build up on the top of my dirt, so I like to let it sit, settle, see if it's gone down a bit. I think that's gonna be it. I barely put any on, but stuff like this I noticed doesn't take much water. All of the plants that I have had so far, my photos, I've had a panda plant before, cactuses, snake plants, succulents, 100% succulents. That was my issue why all my succulents died, is I was overwatering them. Is water. You don't want to water them once a week. You want to maybe do it once you feel that they're dry. Usually I will, you should. I'll just stick my finger down in, or a toothpick or something, as like deep as you think the roots go. And then see, okay, my finger just came out with like dry soil, okay? It's dry because the top layer may be dry, but that doesn't mean that like the whole thing is dry. Some of it could still be like wet down at the bottom, so you want to make sure and feel that, because you don't want to overwater it, because if you overwater it, that could also cause root rot. But the reason why I had root rot, mainly with my photos and almost with this one here, is because the pot, I didn't swap out the pot enough. My photos grew too much and I didn't swap it out. And now we have a kitty trying to enter in. She's probably gonna come after my plants. No! I missed at her. That's another thing too, I don't want to put stuff in here because I will use this as a correctional, like, behavioral tool against my cat, so she doesn't go near my plants. What else needs water? So this one, I can tell, is doing pretty great. It was at a lean, now it's flat. We can move this more straight on. You can see now. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes just because of it is a fresh pot. But you can tell something's like eating my leaves. That's why I need that, like, pesticide, fungicide, whatever. We're gonna take this. This is my favorite pot. You wanna know how I did it? I painstakingly cut a circle. I took an X-Acto knife and scissors, and I was cutting the metal top circle and then folding it in so I could use it as a planter. And then I put drainage holes in the bottom, but this I can't put in cup because I don't have one tall enough, so I just hand water it every once in a while. I really noticed that my snake plant, though, is the one that seems to spread a lot more. The main part of my snake plant, my main snake plant, is here. This is it. She's thriving. She is thriving. But she also had offshoots. This was an offshoot. This is an offshoot with another offshoot. I have a third offshoot there. It started with that and then this offshoot and that offshoot. But then that offshoot started growing this offshoot, but now this offshoot's growing another one. And if you don't know, snake plants are one of the only plants that generate oxygen at night into the air. So it's kind of good for sleeping. I've noticed that it really helps with me because I like to decorate. So I have dust everywhere. So having more of a fresher air. Yeah, we're gonna wait for this to go down. I swirl it too. So I will swirl my pots sometimes if I notice that it's not going down properly or something. So this one's gonna be good. It's barely dripping, but we're gonna call it, and I'm just gonna slightly just mist the top. Last one going in is this one. This is gonna be a bit of a longer video. But yeah, we're gonna let this one death-defying tricks here. Yeah, and let's do an outro. Okay, and that is gonna be it for the video. If you liked the video, please give it a like. Make sure you comment. If you comment about whatever, I will like your comment. I will reply to your comments. I'll do it. I'll do it. Subscribe if you would like to see more content. Next month is going to be a sewing tutorial. I'm actually going to film a tutorial, and it's not just going to be a bunch of weird cuts. I'm going to try to do it properly because I'm going to have a lot more time next month. Hit the notification bell. I try to post once a month, kind of more mid-ish end of the month. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.